Hello everyone, myself Kalpana Chaudhary, Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Srirampur. Today we are going to see the concept of types of solutions depending upon osmotic pressure from the topic solution of 12th standard. Now let us see first what is meant by osmotic pressure. Now let us see what is osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure means here what happens, whatever that hydrostatic pressure that stops osmosis, that is called as osmotic pressure, and it is denoted by the symbol pi. Hydrostatic pressure which stops osmosis, that is called as osmotic pressure. What is osmosis? Osmosis that is nothing but spontaneous flow of solvent molecules through a semi-permeable membrane, or the spontaneous flow of solvent molecules from the lower concentrated solution to a higher concentrated solution, that is osmosis. And this osmosis can be stopped by the pressure which is nothing but hydrostatic pressure. Hydrostatic pressure, and this pressure is called as osmotic pressure. Now what is this hydrostatic pressure? This hydrostatic pressure is given by H rho into G. Now what is this H? That is nothing but height of liquid column in a container or in a tube in which that liquid is taken. And here rho, that is nothing but density of liquid which is taken for study of osmosis, and here G, that is acceleration due to gravity. This hydrostatic pressure that stops osmosis process, and this pressure is called as osmotic pressure, and that is nothing but denoted by the symbol pi. And here we have to see the types of solutions depending upon this osmotic pressure. Now consequently we can say that here osmotic pressure that depends upon number of solute particles present in the solution, because here that osmosis, that is nothing but the spontaneous flow of solvent through a semi-permeable membrane, or there is flow of solvent molecules from the lower concentrated solution to a higher concentrated solution. That means here osmotic pressure that depends upon the number of solute particles present in the solution. And let us see here the classification of solutions. Classification of solutions depending upon osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure exhibited by the particular solutions. Now there are three types of solutions depending upon the amount of osmotic pressure they are exhibiting. Now let us see the first type of that solution, that is isotonic solution. Isotonic solution. Now what is meant by isotonic solutions? Two or more solutions having same osmotic pressure, then that solutions are said to be isotonic to each other. What is the definition? Two or more solutions having same osmotic pressure are said to be isotonic solutions. are said to be isotonic solutions. Now we know that osmotic pressure that depends upon number of solute particles, that is nothing but that osmotic pressure depends upon molar concentration of the solution, but that osmotic pressure that does not depends upon the concentration in terms of gram per liter. Now here we can say that as here two or more solutions having same osmotic pressure, that is nothing but if we consider binary solution in which two particles are present, one is solute and another is the solvent. Now suppose C1 be the concentration of one solution and C2 be the concentration of another solution. Now when C1 becomes equal to C2, that means concentration of one solution that exactly becomes equal to the concentration of another solution, then only here this osmotic pressure of the first solution that becomes equal to the osmotic pressure of the second solution. Then only the two solutions are said to be isotonic to each other. For example, if we consider 0.1 molar urea solution and if we consider 0.1 molar glucose solution. Here urea and glucose both are having different molecular formulas, but here the concentration of both the solution that is equal, and hence here this 0.1 molar urea that is isotonic with 0.1 molar solution of glucose. Or here if we consider any type of solution which are having same concentration, they are exhibiting the same osmotic pressure, then the solutions are said to be isotonic to each other. Now let us see the next type of solution, that is hypertonic solution. Second type, that is hypertonic solution. Now let us see first the definition of this solution. Two or more solutions which are having unequal osmotic pressure, then the solution with higher concentration exhibit higher osmotic pressure, then the solution is said to be hypertonic solution. Now let us see again the definition. Two or more solutions having unequal, this is very important, having unequal osmotic pressures, then the solution with higher concentration exhibiting higher osmotic pressure is said to be hypertonic solution. That means if we consider two or more solutions and here their concentrations are given, then the solution with higher concentration that exhibits higher osmotic pressure, then that solution is said to be hypertonic with respect to other solutions taken for the study. Now here the solution which is having higher concentration than the other solution that exhibit higher osmotic pressure, because that osmotic pressure that depends upon number of solute particles present in the solution, then obviously if the concentration of the solution that is higher, then that is having higher osmotic pressure, then such solution is said to be hypertonic with respect to other solutions. That solution is hypertonic solution. Now let us consider the third type of solution, that is hypotonic solution. Now what is hypotonic solution? two or more solutions having unequal osmotic pressure, then the solution which is dilute solution and that exhibit lower value of the osmotic pressure, then such solution is called as hypotonic solution. Here let us see what is the definition. Two or more solutions having unequal osmotic pressure, then the solution with lower concentration or dilute solution. Lower concentration or the solution which is more dilute, that is exhibiting lower value of osmotic pressure, that exhibits lower value of osmotic pressure, then such solution is said to be hypotonic solution. Is said to be hypotonic solution. That means here if we consider two or more solutions having different concentration, then the solution which is having lower concentration than other solutions, then such solution is hypotonic solution because that exhibit lower value of osmotic pressure. Now depending upon the magnitude of osmotic pressure, there are three types of solutions: isotonic solution, hypertonic solution and hypotonic solution. Now in this topic of solution, we have considered four colligative properties and we have studied that properties for the non-electrolyte solute when that is dissolved in the solvent. Now what is about the colligative properties of the electrolytic solution? Now let us consider that colligative properties for electrolytic solution or colligative properties for electrolytes. Now here we have to see colligative properties for the electrolytes. Now let us see what is meant by electrolytes and what is meant by non-electrolytes. Here first we should know what is meant by electrolytes and what is meant by non-electrolytes. Now electrolytes means the substances which when dissolved in water they produces ions. They produces one or more ions, two or more ions. Electrolytes which when dissolved in water they produces ions. But here when non-electrolytes that are dissolved in water, then no ions are produced. Such type of solutions are non-electrolytes. That means we can say that in aqueous solutions, if number of ions are observed, then such type of solutions are electrolytes. And the solution in which no ion is present, then such type of solutions are non-electrolyte solutions. Now we have to see the colligative properties for the electrolytes. Now let us see here. First one. Now here there are four colligative properties we have seen. That lowering of vapor pressure, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point and osmotic pressure, that is osmosis process. These are the four colligative properties. Obviously, the colligative property means the property of the solution which depends upon number of solute particles present in the solution. Now let us see here that these colligative properties are also exhibited by the electrolytes, but they are not obeying the relations with the non-electrolytes. That means here electrolytic solutions are also showing the colligative properties, but there is no any relationship found to be with non-electrolytes. Now here whatever that molar masses are calculated by using the colligative properties of the electrolytes, that are found to be lower than their formula masses. That means whatever that mass is occurred from the formula, that is nothing but formula masses, and the molar masses calculated from the colligative properties that are found to be lower than the formula masses which are calculated by using colligative property for the electrolytes. And third thing is very important, the colligative properties which are observed for the electrolyte and also for the non-electrolyte having same concentration, then here whatever that colligative properties observed for the electrolytes that are found to be higher than the non-electrolytic solution, although their concentrations are same. That means why this happens? Because if we consider one of the example, for example, if we consider 0.1 molar NaCl solution, that means NaCl solution, that means here aqueous NaCl solution. NaCl when dissolved in water, it completely dissociates to form Na plus ions and Cl minus ions. And here if we consider 0.1 molar glucose solution, then here no Na is present, or that is obtained from the glucose solution. Now here NaCl that completely dissociates in aqueous solution and produces Na plus and Cl minus ions. This indicates that NaCl is nothing but electrolyte. That is nothing but electrolyte. And here 0.1 molar glucose solution, that means here glucose when dissolved in water, no any ion is produced. Obviously this glucose solution is non-electrolytic solution, or this is non-electrolyte. That means here number of ions are produced in case of electrolyte, and so here electrolytes are exhibiting colligative properties, but the values of colligative properties are found to be maximum, or that is having higher magnitude than the solution which is non-electrolyte in nature, although their concentrations are same. Here NaCl that is having concentration 0.1 molar, glucose that is having concentration 0.1 molar, their concentrations are same. But here NaCl that is nothing but electrolyte in nature, and here glucose that is non-electrolyte in nature, and hence here colligative properties observed for 0.1 molar NaCl solutions having higher colligative properties than the 0.1 molar glucose solution. And here we will stop this topic. Thank you.